GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Joshua Carty to kick off for the Rams.
Here's Joshua Carty ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I take the flight in. Wait, take the
This is Jordan Blue. And they're going to start right in the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got his man in stride for play. And getting this just shy of midfield, a spot at the 49. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. End, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Second and 10. Prescott now from the 50. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Intended for Jason Blue.
Trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they stop him up short of 1st down as they get him at about the 43.
It's 4th
That's
down.
good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. So they convert on fourth, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And that really an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Ashton Davis there on the
Chance
cover.
good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Working more of the field, he's got him there complete. This is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
How long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
Here we go, Friday. What do you think?
Scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Prescott to throw. This will be caught off the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
How about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down.
Here we go. Friday. What do you think? What do you think?
Out of the gun, they run the blue. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Brought down at the 2-yard
Well, they
line.
certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short.
What do you think?
There's Blue. And this time he is off. Jaded Blue taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Slot is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Rams nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run here with a rookie. And they'll grab a gain of 5 over the second and 41-yard line.
Taken down at the
To me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he'll pretty well stopped in his tracks, giving a yard up to the 42.
brought down at the 42.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Third and 3.
What?
Now Murray. Able to hit his target Rams. And he's going to have a Rams first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3 barely. But the mark shows first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So they run the option here on 1st and 10. And they'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
At his 48-yard
2 yards the gain, and the keeper at 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 8.
Inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They finally caught up to him there at the end of the play, but great inside handoff, and what a powerful run.
The seemed relatively easy. Then it got tougher, right? And that's where he showed that he was not going to go down easily. He was not going to be denied until he got everything he could out of that run.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Throwing now is Murray. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they will lose yardage here at the 31-yard line. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Here's Murray. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just allow a big throw there. He put that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. And they have some points on the board when this drive is over.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw, it's Murray. And his pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
4th down.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here.
The Rams field goal. A 48-yard
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Back foot throw is incomplete.
Intended for Jaden Blue.
It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one right out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. taken down well in the field at first at about the 36-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 18. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Just a net 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. He's going to flip that out to the 5. It's complete. Just 3 yards on the catch here to throw away. It's a big bring up 2nd down. Brings up 2nd.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job is simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, that's complete to Adams. And they get him down to the 94. He takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. He snapped immediately. Williams, the ball carrier. Just a yard on the pickup there to bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
They'll give him credit for trying, but there was no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Murray. He'll find Lamb. It's complete. He's got the 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. They give him 14 yards that time and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They try the left side here with Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Covered into the 1-yard gain now to make it 2nd and 9. We talked about the Phillies specifically with linebackers keeping their eyes in the right spot. They had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff up the middle. Green. And the lane closes up quickly as we get about 3 down to the 38-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Murray now. This one swung out to Williams. So nothing doing there. And that's going to bring up the fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for three, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with three.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out kind of across the run as he won't make it back to the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Prescott. Incomplete. The penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. Prescott from the gun. That one down the field for Ferguson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Now Prescott. They set up the screen. That's complete. Given through on the screen. Comes right forward and slowed down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. They'll throw again. Prescott. Now he'll tuck this and run. decent yardage.
A gain of 9.
It'll be a gain of 9.
It's 4th down.
And that'll bring up 4th down.
Punt formation
On is
for
the
the
punter,
Cowboys.
Brian Anger, to kick this one away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taking it about the 16. Oh, able to avoid him. 21 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT. In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you've met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Murray going to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, you see him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting in the ball in a passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well. Creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. Still going. He's going to take this one for the Rams touchdown. Puka Nacua, 59 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Cowboys 7. Joshua Carty,
the Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So problems there on the return, very costly, not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
To throw is Murray. Going to be taken in here by Nacua. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards out, 10 for number 12 as they move the chains.
And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Green. And the work is near the front, and he's stopped at the 6.
That's a
45 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play through the drive run is successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Murray now to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
Murray's pass.
They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is an easy one, 23-yard. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
16.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get their running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 38 now. Here's second down at 7. Off the option, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's good.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. He's got this one across midfield in the Cowboy territory.
He was tackled at the
Good run there on
46-yard
first
line.
down, and it'll leave him with a second and 2.
Brings up second
He's had
and
a ton of
2.
success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second and a couple.
Sit. 2-2. 2-2.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. He really moved it. Cowboys sack. Donovan is a rock 3. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
Third down. Third and 11.
Tough spot here. Third down and 11.
2-2. 2-2. Hot. 2-2.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. Under pressure, they got it again. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up forward.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. It'll be another 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating him to the point of the top, beating him to the punch. These offensive guys, they're taking like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Yeah. There we go. Quiet.
To throw is Preston. Man, and he hits him in stride. Oh, he faked into the jump. Now he's got some room. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin, 68 yards. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
Right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. He's mainly gets held down, and off he ran. There's no one trying to chase him.
Cowboys 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. offense ready to go for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. He's going to be midway scrimmage and taken down. Marquise Bell in on that stop.
Gain on the play.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. Murray.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Intended for number 81.
This at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end one off.
He had just one target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, here's Murray. It's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Here's Murray from midfield. On the right side, caught by Green. Murray's going to be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
2 yards on the pickup.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now from Murray. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Going.
Throwing now is Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
6-yard pickup.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work. Because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. They can not convert. And you turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that Chargers defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, here we go. Right there.
Now Prescott. And he's getting his man in stride for Boone. They get him down the line before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
42-yard line.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
First carry for Zach Moss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made back.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 13 yards remaining on second down.
Yeah, here we go. I take wide, hey. Watch the bullet.
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Khalil makes a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. At the middle, it's Williams. And they will only muster a yard here with a 38.
Tackle made at
For
the
the defense,
38.
this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run,
Brings up second
but you do have a
and
pretty
9.
good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Thirty-eight-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now Murray on play action. Inside the 20. And taken down at the 18.
It's a gain of 20.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gets him a 1st down.
First down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding
First
what
and
their
10 at
intention
the
is. They're
18-yard
absolutely
line.
showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they get him down to the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards
Whenever we
on
talk
the
about the
pickup.
best strong
It's
safeties,
second
one word
and 8.
constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. 2nd down and 8. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is 2nd and 8. Now Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see a surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Rams on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. There's Murray. That is incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd
So tonight is forthcoming. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. A gain of 5. And it's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Third down.
Third and 5.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Throwing, Prescott. Incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie comes out of
number 82. Incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. 50-yard punt, they do get 10 back on the return. 18-yard, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone looked at a little bit of cushion, and that's absolutely immeasurable. But the bottom line is, do one of the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Second and 8 coming from the 19. Here's Murray. Look at this. They beat the turnover and he is intercepted. Picked up by Martin Emerson. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance. Turning into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This 2nd and 4.
Yeah, here we go. I take line.
Now flags will come in. This one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Going in! Play
action now. Prescott. Drops it to One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, here we go. I take.
Prescott to throw. To the flat. That's complete to his running back. This is going to be a first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line.
That's good.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. I take line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Now they go straight. It's complete. Do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20.
Well, they certainly have their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Prescott on play action. He takes a pretty good look there as he'll wind up getting about 3.
A gain of 3.
They didn't get everything they wanted out of that play. But the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Yeah, here we go. Line. What do you think?
Moss is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
scrimmage.
The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Third down.
That's a
and
really
goal to
alert
go.
defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Third down and goal coming up here.
Yeah! Here we go. Boy, hey, kill.
And that is not going to get it done.
On the stop. A loss of a yard brings up 4th and goal.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on the play of the game now, 4th and goal. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah! Here we go. Boy, hey. 47.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here it is, 4th and goal.
Yeah, here we go. Right there. Boy, hey.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over.
It's a turnover.
They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball. So Williams loses the football. It's picked up by Hill and in for the score. And that is a tough pill to swallow. All they had to do, Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense to win was to force the fumble. And they did. Took it the other way for a score. And now, if you're the offensive team, it will take a miracle, perhaps, to win this ball game.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference. A field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
2-point conversion.
Prescott to throw. And now incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Murray to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Late in the tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Murray. Another throw incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions at 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Now Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to sabotage it. And it is intercepted. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Yeah, here we go.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go. Go right in. What do you think?
And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, here we go. I take wide in. What do you think?
Victory over the showdown as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
Yeah, here we go. Wide in. What do you think?
Victory over the showdown as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. The CDL is a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every